Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
3, senior Scott James. Number 5, sophomore Isaiah Wellman. Number 12, junior Tyler James. And number 23, senior Cade Billing. And now the JROTC mascot comes onto the court.
large body. So, foul on that play was Wellman, and he'll step to the line. He'll step to the line for 2 points.
Okay, see ya.
The Braves now 0 for 2, and Wellman misses the first of 2. And Wellman convinces that one to go in a little front of the rim and over, and we are tied at 5 as the Cadets swing it around. We got 5 passes without a dribble. Ball screen for Kindig. Swings it to his backcourt partner, Parnin, looking for Pearson. Got a shorter defender on him. That is number 3, James. Parnin, a nice jump stop just off the front of the rim and attacking the glass for the Cadets. Was number 15, Evan Minger, a 6'5 junior. A 6'5 junior, and he was fouled. That'll be the first team foul on the Braves. Cross screen and lob for Pearson, and he was undercut and fell hard. Did the young man Pearson. And so he will step to the line. That foul was called on Bellmont's number 3, Scott James. That'll be his first team second. Pearson shooting 2. And Pearson converts the second of 2 opportunities. And so Wellman will initiate the Braves offense. A little clear out. Here's a diagonal screen for Fielding and another steal. The Cadet defense. They have 5 steals and a lot of contact. No whistle there. Play on. Fielding back into the game for the Braves. Gathers the rebound. And here comes Wellman, who will share with James. And here's a diagonal screen again. They're going to run a little elevator screen for Tyler James. He looks at it, but closely defended. Takes 2 dribbles to his left and pops a 12-footer. James hits his first field goal attempt of the contest. Parnin attacks in. Lefty miss. Pearson gathers. And Wellman again will start the offense for Bellmont. Couple of down screens. Parnin finds a teammate. There's a ball screen. Fielding with it. He spins. Surprise, a help defender is ready. The Cadets, you know what they've been practicing for 2.5 days in preparation for this team, and that is help defense on number 23 in blue. Nothing easy for the young man thus far. Good. And as play resumes, just checked in, number 11, a little runner. Get him in the game. He's instant offense. It's number 11, Isaiah Robinson, a 5'11 sophomore, confident sophomore, now defending Scott James for the Braves. Little double team as Kindig saw an opportunity. Shared with Wellman, and reaching in before Wellman could attack was number 24, Braden Payne, that just checked in, Braden Payne. And has first foul on that 6-foot junior. 5 team fouls now on Concordia with 1:38 remaining in quarter number 1. Here's a little box set. Here's a cross screen for Fielding. Little elevator screen. We saw this earlier for Tyler James. Well defended by these white jerseys tonight. James a little up fake. Stop. pop. Boy, he had to work for that and was just short. And here's Pearson. Always investigating the shot opportunity is number 14, Pearson. Flicked away, saved by James. Boy, you don't want to save it under your basket, but he peeked first. Before he saved it, he peeked and saw his buddy Fueling. And a wise save that time. Watch it backdoor here. Braves looking for it. There's the seeker. Shared. And again, the Cadet defense is squeaky tonight. And I mean, their shoes are out there working. No squeak, no hustle. And in transition, Payne misses, but cleaning up like a custodial worker here at Concordia High School is Braden Pearson. The young man already has 10 points in the first quarter. And there's the defense again of the Cadets. If you look in your refrigerator tonight and you're missing some defense, feel free to come on over to Concordia High School. The Cadets got a bunch of it available inside the cage. Little box set running Tyler James off 2 screens to the near corner. He catches. Why even think about it? Just let it fly, says James. And knocked out of bounds. Nothing easy for the Braves here in the first quarter on a Tuesday evening in Fort Wayne. As, again, running the point, Isaiah Robinson. He'll share it with Payne. Reverse to Kindig. He's played the whole first quarter. Little 1-4 low set. Robinson attacks, shares it. Kindig, nice up fake with a second on the clock. And just off, but a nice possession. And look, you always want to get the last shot of the quarter if you can. The Cadets do, and we'll be right back as your first 8 minutes of basketball ends here at Concordia High School.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Fans, welcome back to Concordia High School as 8 minutes of basketball is past us as we get ready for the start of quarter number 2. Inbounding the ball on the far side will be the Bellmont Braves, who found a tough Concordia defense every chance they took at the basket in that first quarter. And because of that defense, the Cadets hold and start the quarter with a 5-point lead, and Wellman will initiate for the Braves. Again, the Braves really want to get it to number 23, Feeling. He's got it there. He gets a couple of screens in the basket area. His teammate shot it long, but the backside board was covered by number 10, Caden Staub. Well, you're seeing some nice sets out of the Bellmont offense. And after that foul, 16th foul on Concordia, Bellmont will inbound again. Here's that screen, the screener by Bellmont on the underneath out of bounds. And before Staub could attack there, he's going to be called for shuffling the puppies. And so Isaiah Robinson will initiate for the Cadets. He calls out blue, might have been Purdue. They like that double screen on the opposite side. And then a little two-man game where the ball is. And Parnan, boy, didn't have an angle to use the backboard, but his buddy does. As Luke Speckert gathered the offensive board, kept it high, and finished with his left hand, and now a 7-point lead for Concordia. Speckard hedges the ball screen hard. Wellman. Boy, there is a white jersey in front of every blue one that is trying to attack. Again, these Braves 2-0 thus far on the season. They defeated Southern Wells handily in their opener and then beat a Woodland team 58-54 just 5 days ago. The Cadets, on the other hand, lost a tough opener to a very good Norwell team looking to get to 500. Fielding catches and a nice creation by Wellman as Fielding on the board for the Braves. 6:31 remaining in quarter number 2, letting that shot fly and go in window. Fans, it's 7:51, but somehow Brayton Payne found a bank that was open and give him 3 points and make the Cadet lead 8. Here's that weave. Tyler James. Boy, he exposed it. Payne took a flick. James, though, showing some excellent hustle. Deflects it out of bounds. And a little line change by both teams as Davis, Pearson, and Minger will enter the lineup. Pearson, always in attack mode. Strong take by Pearson, able to finish that 4-footer. And Pearson already has 12 of the 19 Cadet points. And they are defending these down screens very well. No easy catches, no easy passes. Fielding tried to flip that. Parnan. And his defense going to be called a little too tight by the baseline official. And maybe good news, Bellmont fans, as Concordia is now in the bonus. I should say that the other way. Bellmont now in the bonus, as that is the 7th team foul on Concordia. So shooting 1 and 1 for the next 3 fouls will be the Braves. Stepping to the line, number 3, Scott James. And that is a positive sign if you're a Bellmont fan, as nothing easy. So make it easy. Get to the foul line if you're Bellmont for the next 5 minutes and 35 seconds as Concordia, again, over the foul limit. Here comes Davis off of 2 screens on the backside. Here's a 2-man game on the near side. Parnan navigating, looks to Minger, couldn't find him. And here comes Tyler James. Finds a streaking teammate, blocked away by Speckard. Here's an offensive rebound, and there you go, Bellmont fans. A couple of offensive rebounds, and fouled on that one was number 24, Brock Hamilton, a 6'2 junior for Bellmont. Boy, Bellmont had a nice look early, but Speckard flying like a squirrel through the jungles of Cambodia, able to block that shot away. I've actually never seen a squirrel in the jungles of Cambodia, but in my mind they fly and are able to block shots. 1 of 2 there. Fielding, though, gathers the offensive board, and a timeout by Coach Fielding for the Braves. While we got a moment, let's share some highlights early. Watch it here. Little curl, little find, and a defensive block there. That one was actually Robinson going up for the block. We mentioned the Concordia defense stout in the first quarter. Bellmont able to achieve some offensive success on this possession. Now watch the ball screen roll, watch the catch, and in one motion finish by Bellmont's Nick Ellsworth. Little hoop in the arm for Ellsworth. And both of those highlights coming in the first quarter. And Bellmont has cut this Concordia lead, which has been as high as 10. They have cut it to 5. getting themselves to the free throw line, and now Pearson, as we resume play, Pearson on the ball for the Cadets. Couple of down screens. There's that flare. Here's the opposite two-screen, two-man game. Parnan investigates. Detective Parnan finding nothing. Good ball reversal. Hanging is Brandon Davis. Like a towel on a clothes hanger. Davis able to hang and finish. And again, right now, if you're Coach Brockman, you like the pressure, but don't give easy opportunities to these Braves. Trust your help defense, and usually about the midway point of the second quarter and on, you see a lot of tired legs. Not as many field goals tend to go in. And you don't want to give away easy scoring opportunities to your opponents at the foul line. Cashing in on that opportunity, number 3, Scott James. James converts both, and again, Bellmont fans got to be pumped by that. Anytime you can see the ball go in, it spreads a little confidence to your teammates. The Braves now dropping back into a 3-2 zone. Perhaps tired of defending those ball screens of the Cadets. There's an up fake by Pearson. Drive on the baseline. Floater by Kindig, tipped away. And a little success out of possession number 1 for Coach Feeling's 3-2 zone. Couple of high ball screens. Driving, confident and aggressive, maybe because he made those free throws, is number 3, Scott James. He's got 6 points, leading scorer for the Braves. And they've now cut the lead to 3. Concordia attacking this zone. Little 1-3-1 look with Minger at the free throw area. Pearson elevates off the back rim. And that was a score, stop. And now an offensive possession for Bellmont. That is how you claw back into a game. Got to get stops on one end. Got to have scoring possessions on the other. Bellmont patient. There's a 16-footer on the baseline. And Coach Brockman wants to talk to his team about things with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. He'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors here at Summit City Sports.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com.
Fans, welcome back to Concordia High School as a 7-0 run by the Braves cut into this 8-0 run, cut into this 9-point Cadet lead, and they will stay in that 3-2 zone. We've seen it the last 2 possessions. There's a double flare screen for Kindig. Catches, keeps it high in his pocket. His teammate Minger had an offensive look at it, couldn't convert it, but a nice look out of the timeout by Coach Brockman's group. There's that elevator screen for Tyler James. I think he'd be willing to pull it from there if they let him. But the scouting report has been read and reread by this Cadet defense. And Minger going to be called for the elbow touch as Feeling shot the 8-footer. For Minger, that's going to be his second team 10th, and so for the next 2 minutes and 33 seconds, Bellmont will be shooting the double bonus, and these free throws have really helped Bellmont climb back into this contest. That might have been the broadcaster jinx as Feeling short on the first. Checking back into the game for the Braves are Ellsworth and Brock Hamilton. On the floor also, Scott James, Tyler James, and your shooter, Cade Feeling. 6'5", senior for the Braves. Knocks down one of two, and we are tied at 21. And to nobody's surprise, the Braves fall back into that 3-2 zone. Concordia has not been successful yet against it. They attack it with a 1-3-1 look, trying to enter it into that high post. Patient. Parnan will let fly off of the back of the rim. Looked good, and definitely from his line of sight it looked good. Here's the ball screen. Parnett attacks, and his skip to Malou unappreciated by the near official, and so a traveling violation called with 1:55 remaining. And Bellmont has a chance for their first lead of the contest. I bet this ball touches number 23's hands. There it just did. They clear out the right side for him. Up fake, well defended as number 32. Cameron Johnson, the 6'3 junior, stayed on his feet, kept his arms high, but going to be called for the harm. And stepping right back to the line is Feeling. Feeling with 5 points, pretty evenly spread around, is the scoring for Bellmont thus far. Leading scorer is Scott James with 6. .142 remaining in the second quarter. Feeling getting in a little bit of rhythm, seeing the ball go through the net. That'll give any basketball player confidence. And Concordia, again, will look to figure out this 3-2 zone. Really a low, at least from the top of the key, a low playing zone. They're going to let you catch it on the wing, and now they want to stop the ball reversal. You can see the 3-2 zone. Once they get it to a wing, they want to really prevent ball reversal, keep it on one side as the defender angled his body. They'll share it with Newhouse. Pearson fakes, bounce pass. Newhouse will let it fly. Back of the rim, and Feeling scoops up the backside rebound with 1:11 remaining. Scott James shares with Hamilton. Parnan dove for the steal. Newhouse picks it up, shares with Parnan, who will lay it in. And a little defense creating offense. We saw it in the first quarter. Really haven't seen much of it this quarter as Bellmont has really contained the dribble. Bellmont being very patient with it. Here's the ball screen for Tyler James. Hard hedge, great help defense by the Cadets there. And it leads to a turnover. 2 in a row. James, what an effort all around as James. Parnan might have twisted an ankle there, but James deflected it. And then we saw him save one on his own end earlier in the game. That one he saved off of the Cadet defender, Parnan. And so Speckard will check back in for Newhouse. 15.8 seconds. Let's see if Bellmont tries to score on this possession or wants to enter it for one final look. They get it to Feeling. It was a lob look. Pearson comes away with it. He sees a lone defender and finger roll. Call him the Iceman. Braden Pearson gets another steal, 2 seconds. And that might be a good foul because Tyler James fouled Pearson with 0.9 seconds remaining. Pearson was probably going to get a 27-footer off before the halftime buzzer, but unable to, so Concordia will attempt to inbound and get a shot off from 58 feet away. Kindig from 40 off, and that'll be your half as Concordia, once up 10, takes a 2-point lead into halftime. And fans will be right back After a brief word from our sponsor, a reminder today's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. We'll be right back.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Fans, welcome back to halftime of your SummitCitySports.com live stream of Fort Wayne SAC basketball action as the Concordia Cadets host and hold a 2-point lead over the visiting Bellmont Braves. A reminder to follow us on Twitter at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Fans, if you are just joining us, again, you see your score, Concordia up 2. They once held a 9-point lead in the first half, but free throws and some offensive possessions of success in that second quarter allowed Bellmont to tie things up at 23. And you also want to give a lot of credit to that 3-2 zone of Bellmont. Now, Concordia got some really good looks against it, but unable to convert. And it also took away their offensive rebounding and limited penetration from Carnan and Pearson. And so don't be surprised if Bellmont brings that back out in the second half. Let's go through your leading scores for each team. First for the visitors, the Braves. Cade Fueling got going and leads the team with 7 points. Scott James got to the foul line often and has 6. Nick Ellsworth, 4. Brock Hamilton, 3. Tyler James, 2. And Isaiah Wellman, a free throw. Your 23 points for the Braves. For the Cadets, it's going to start with Pearson, who had 10 points in the first quarter and leads the team with 14. And then kind of 2 points all around, Jaden Parnan, Isaiah Robinson, Luke Specker, Luke Newhouse, Brandon Davis, all with 2 points for the Cadets. Fans, again, Bellmont comes into this game 2-0 on the season, having defeated Southern Wells and Woodland. Next up for these Braves will be Whitco at Whitco. That'll be December 7th, so Saturday. And then they will follow that up at Eastside the following Tuesday, December 10th. For Concordia, next up, they will be at Carroll to start SAC play on the 13th of December. And then follow that with a back-to-back game against Leo on the 14th. That would be next Friday and Saturday. And then they'll continue SAC play December 20th against Bishop Dwenger. And that game will start doubleheader Fridays for girls and boys basketball in the Summit City. December 20th to kick off for that. The first conference game for Bellmont will be December 20th as well, as they play at New Haven. I got a chance to talk to both of these coaches just prior to the game. And for Coach Fueling and the Braves, he really wanted to improve how his team went after boards, both on the offensive and defensive end, wanted to create some second chance opportunities and limit teams' second chance scoring opportunities. And then offensively, he wanted to be patient. That Concordia defense was stout and active in that first quarter, created a lot of Bellmont turnovers, but he wanted his team to be selective and take great shots. And he also knew, speaking of that good Concordia defense, that they had to take care of the ball versus pressure on the catch, on the dribble, and in the post. He also mentioned early in the season, just wanted to highlight how coachable this group of Braves has been. He's really enjoyed this unit. He believes they really trust each other, and he sees a lot of growth as the season goes on for this group at Bellmont. For Coach Brockman, number one was stop Tyler James, and they have limited him to 2 points, and we're talking about the same Tyler James who scored 27 against Woodland, lighting it up from behind the arc. And every time he catches, there is a white jersey in his grill. No breathing room for Tyler James. No space for the young man thus far. Give the cadet defense credit. They also knew they were going to have to deal with Fueling inside, and as we'll show you with a couple of highlights, help defense has been there again and again every time he gets a catch in the basket area. They wanted to improve their defense, did the Cadets. and be disciplined offensively. Decrease their turnovers from game one, and you're seeing that. Expect us to call Pearson's name a lot in the second half. And as we get ready to start the third quarter, it appears both teams will bring back those same starting lineups. On the floor for the Braves, Scott James and Tyler James. Number 2, Nick Ellsworth. Number 23, Cade Feeling. And number 5, Isaiah Wellman. For the Cadets, you see him running out there. 14, Pearson. 2, Parnan. 3, Kindig. 21, Newhouse. And 15, the junior, Evan Minger. Inbounding the ball will be the Cadets. Both teams with 4 timeouts. Each coach just using 1 in the first half. And right away you see that Bellmont 3-2 defense. Again, they're going to sag off and let you scan the floor. But they're really trying to pack it in and around. And right now Concordia's got Pearson in the center of that zone offense, operating in and around the free throw area. Parnan finds a crease. Ball reversal. Minger. Good defense. And Kindig just off. And there again you see the success. The Cadets had a crack at it, nothing going, and no offensive rebounding for the Cadets. Here's a ball screen. James surveying, gives it to James, who thought about that 24-footer. Bellmont always giving Feeling a look inside. This might be a little paintball by the Braves. Got to touch the paint before you shoot it. They get it in there, but there's that help defense of Concordia. I think the cheerleader might have saved that. Somehow James came away with it, and so Bellmont will retain possession. You see Concordia really hedging the ball screen. That takes all 5 defenders to really defend a ball screen that way, and give these Cadets credit. They are well versed. Feeling spins just off the front, and there's that attacking the board mentality that Coach Feeling talked about. As Ellsworth's got a second opportunity. Kindig from the baseline. Are they going to count it? I know there was a whistle on the far side. They are not going to count it, as number 14, Pearson, going to be called for an away from the ball foul as he continued on after the pass, the kick to Kindig in the corner. A charge called. That's Pearson's second of the game. Wellman will share to Scott James. He gets a ball screen. Tyler James, he'll get a ball screen. Ellsworth giving everybody a ball screen. Feeling up fake, well defended by Minger. Boy, he was physical, chesting up, as coaches call that, walling up. And keeping his hands vertical was Minger, and so credit the Cadets again with quality defense. The foul called on Feeling, his first, team first. 5:40 remaining in the third quarter. And again, usually in a 3-2 zone, the corners are open. A lot of teams will like to overload against a 3-2 zone and bring 4 offensive players to one side. Minger, a confident-looking stroke, and again, just one shot, a defensive board by the Braves. And because since the Bellmont has gone to this 3-2 zone, they have really controlled the tempo. Feeling gets a paint touch. And Wellman will patiently look for a backdoor for James. There's a dribble handoff. Kindig from behind. He's going to attack. Shares it with his buddy Parnan. A couple of shot fakes. And that might be Concordia's best offense against Bellmont, is defense creating scoring opportunities. We saw it at the end of the second quarter as Pearson got a couple of steals, which created some points. And there you see Kindig twice now. He's come from behind on a ball handle that's not his. Good hands by Parnan. Here comes Pearson. So good in transition. Sweet sassy almighty. Pearson rose up as though he was the anti-gravity device and flushed it like a dead goldfish. Flushed it, Braden Pearson. That might be the highlight of the season. I'm looking at the Concordia student fans in attendance. They are still mouths agape as the foul called there on Newhouse. And so Payne will check in for Concordia. Tyler James, quick flick. Boy, you like the form of James, able to get it to the shot pocket and flick it. And on the offensive rebound attempt, a foul going to be called on Nick Ellsworth. Concordia again, investigating the 3-2 zone. Ball movement, Parnan finds the middle, Minger, and there. A shot able to drop again. The Cadets have been getting good looks against the zone, just nothing able to fall there. Minger able to drop an 8-footer. Hard hedge again by the Cadets on the ball screen. They hit the roll man, but again, great help defense. Great help defense. It takes 5 players to guard a ball screen, and that time, Feeling had a slip there. Thought he had an opportunity, and here comes the help defender, Pearson, taking the charge. Is it a Visa? Is it a MasterCard? No, it's Braden Pearson. The Cadets up 8 points with 3:04 remaining in the third quarter. Pearson now operating in that free throw area. I'd get him a touch before I let it fly if I was Concordia. Coach Brockman probably thinking the same thing. Couple of ball screens. A little bit harder to hedge if you give your ball handler 2 ball screens. Who's going to hedge? Who's going to guard the roll? And nice ball movement there by the Braves. Feeling, expecting the help defense, I think, that time. Knew his buddy might be open, and he found Ellsworth, a slicing Ellsworth, who came up with that steal there for the lay-in. James hesitates. Shares with Wellman. Shares with James. Gets his feet set. And he had a defender in the face and still let it fly. And if you're Tyler James, I think that's the only way you're going to get a shot off tonight, because there's going to be a Cadet jersey within 3 to 5 inches of you every time you catch it. Parnan driving in, slithering in like a snake in the grass. We'll say boa constrictor, because I can't think right now of any other snake species. Parnan, the boa. 1:40 remaining. James shares with James. Feeling, fakes. Minger, boy, he was almost expecting that spin move by Feeling, but before play could continue, a whistle blows. Foul's going to be called on Minger. I believe that's his third. It is. And so a couple substitutions. Check that, just one substitution coming in as Robinson. Isaiah Robinson will replace Parnan, and Speckard, check that, Quintana will replace Minger for the Cadets. Ellsworth again stepping up as a lot of the defensive focus on Fueling. So Ellsworth put on the little hezzy And we saw an and one opportunity for Ellsworth in the first half. He's got another one here in the third quarter with 1:30 remaining. Three points the hard way for Ellsworth. He's got 7 points. Now tied for the leading scorer for the Braves, who fall again back into that 3-2 zone. A lot of length on the bottom as Ellsworth, now guarding the ball, is 6'3", Fueling 6'5". Pearson says, I'm not going into all that length. I'll reverse pivot and shoot this 14-footer. Pearson leading all scorers with 18. Wellman pounded by Kindig, who has been Wellman's mosquito all night long, pestering, annoying, following Kindig, the mosquito. Wellman looking for some off, maybe some deep woods cutter. Driving there, fell hard. I think he's okay. And a foul called on the drive. That foul on number 23, Brandon Davis. The just checked in Brandon Davis. That'll be his second. And so with 55 seconds, shooting two will be Isaiah Wellman. Wellman able to hit one of two and 52 seconds remaining. Boy, you like these coaches. Both of them that say 4 timeouts for the fourth quarter. It's going to be a close one as Robinson lets it fly from 19 feet, 9 inches. That shot was about 20 feet, 7 inches, a little long. And so Bellmont, I wouldn't be surprised if they held this for the final shot of the quarter. And we saw this in the first half. That is now the 16th foul on the Cadets, and so from here on, Bellmont will be shooting one and the bonus until that 10th team foul. And there, the defense not making it easy as they have all game long, forces a 5-second count, a turnover for the Braves. And let's see if Concordia, Coach Brockman holding it up. An interesting play card by Coach Brockman. If we can get a look at that, going a little Oregon Ducks. Quack, quack, Coach Brockman. There's a couple of flare screens. They get it to the shooter. Quack, quack, Coach Brockman. A nice end of quarter set for the Cadets. And that'll be your third quarter, fans. We're not going to break here as we got to go right to some highlights. And you know which one we're going to start with if you've been streaming with us. Watch it here as the Concordia defense, this was in the third quarter, going to force a turnover here. And watch it, Pearson going to come away with it. We saw him finish with a finger roll in the first half. Not this time. The good Lord said you got to rise up. Braden Pearson elevating and finishing with authority. My goodness. And then fans, Pearson can do it on offense. He can also do it on defense. Watch it here. Little screen roll. Well defended. We've been talking about the Concordia defense. Watch it. Fueling's going to have an opportunity here, but here comes the help defense. All the way from the side. Pearson, you can bet the Cadets were practicing that and build up to this contest, and well executed. Give the Concordia defense credit. And Fueling, again, he's been seeing double teams all night. So watching this time when he catches, going to reverse and look for his teammate Ellsworth as the help defense came. Nice offensive possession there. Ellsworth then followed that up with an and one scoring possession. The following possession, I believe. But after that nice offensive set by the Cadets to end the third quarter, a 6-point lead for them, and inbounding to start quarter four will be the Braves. I wouldn't be surprised if Fielding gets a look here. There's a cross screen on the baseline. Tough finish and a nice finish. Boy, get your best player the ball in the basket area. That's basketball 101. Quick ball movement by the Cadets. Harnan with it. Boy, they're trying to enter it into Pearson. I think there's a rule right now. We don't shoot it till Pearson gets the touch. Parnan tried to reverse it, stays with it. And again, nothing easy. This 3-2 zone compact, like a recycling machine. There's a flare screen, and that's where we've seen Concordia have some success. And a backcourt violation. So Minger will check back in for Quintana. And inbounding for the Braves will be number 24, Brock Hamilton. On the floor for the Braves, Hamilton, Ellsworth, Fueling, James, and Wellman. Watch the backdoor cut. Well defended. Good help by Pearson. Boy, he reads everything. His Lexile score on defense, tremendous. Wellman, boy, give him credit. Earlier, Pearson rose up over a Brave defender. There was potential there. I think that's maybe why Wellman met him out about 8 feet from the basket, preventing the poster, but also drawing the charge. Wellman. Pearson's so good in transition. Give Wellman credit there. Again, nothing easy for the Braves. James, who we know can really let it fly, has been hounded all night long. Feeling, who's been spinning. Minger, twice now we've seen him really slide his feet well while chesting up, staying vertical. And that time Feeling going to be called for steps. 6:14 remaining in quarter number 4 on our Summit City Sports broadcast of SAC basketball. Again, game number 2 for the Cadets in this early in this boys' season. Step back look for Pearson. Boy, that is the James Harden NBA effect. Trickling down into the high school game. The step back, we saw it earlier on our Summit City Sports call and stream of the Northside girls game. And there's a post entry pass. Fueling dives. Nice offense by the Braves. On the post entry catch by Ellsworth. Boy, those two got a connection. We're talking like DirecTV and AT&T customers connected there with both. We'll call Fueling AT&T and Ellsworth DirecTV. Nice little combination for the fans. Both players, they got Ellsworth listed at 6'3", but the young man is all 6'5". And they found each other well on that one. We'll show you that highlight when we get a chance here. So Bellmont staying 3-2 on this underneath out-of-bounds possession. Diving is Pearson. Boy, he finishes so well in there. He's comfortable. Treats the basket area like a pillow. So comfy. Tyler James, he has seen hard hedges on every ball screen tonight. And before he could attack the basket area that time, Ellsworth called for steps. Concordia, now they just scored. Let's see if they can string together some scoring possessions. Now they got Pearson on the perimeter. Minger at the free throw area. A little bit taller player. to catch. If he can keep his hands high, there's a post entry, inside out. Carnan to Pearson. Now you want to use your up fake. There's a seam. And Carnan, we called him a snake earlier. Boa constrictor. Boa constrictor is a little bit larger in the snake species variety, so maybe Carnan is a rattlesnake, maybe I don't want to say gardener snake, as Carnan's got some stealth to him, but sneaky nonetheless is Carnan when he's got the ball in his hands. And a foul call there on Minger. That'll be his fourth, so he will head back to the bench as Speckert, number 20, 6'3" senior for the Cadets 6'3" junior will check in to the lineup. Fueling shooting 1 and the bonus. And he has found the touch from the free throw line, has Cade Fueling. He's got 12 points to lead the Braves in scoring. The majority of those coming from this very foul line. That one's short. Gets his own board high off the window. 4:04 remaining and a 5-point lead. Again, both of these coaches still with 4 timeouts in their back pocket. I think I see them in their back right pocket. As Kindig lets fly with Fueling in his face. And that is one way to beat the 3-2 zone. Get it to the corner and knock down shots. Fueling again spinning, finds James. That's the guy you want to find. And Coach Fueling will take a timeout, and we will pause for a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be right back here at Summit City Sports.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Fans, welcome back to SummitCitySports.com live stream of SAC basketball. We are at Concordia High School, inside down in the cage, and you're staring at your score with 3:32 remaining. The Braves just had a three from Tyler James, his second of the game. He's got 8 points and called a quick timeout to talk about the defense they want to see here. Concordia probably going to be very, very patient against this compact 3-2 zone. In no hurry with a 5-point lead. Last couple possessions, they've had some success. Minger, an 8-footer. Kindig, a 3 from the corner. Against this zone that has really changed the game for Bellmont. Carnan also snuck through and hit a floater. Here's Newhouse. Pearson, and again, you can see every time they catch, they're checking with their eyes, but they're also being extremely patient on the catch. That might be the 15th pass. There's 16. Speckert! Boy, that's a big shot. You made Bellmont play defense for literally 51 seconds and then hit a 3. Demoralizing Speckert from behind the arc. Here's Ellsworth. And James was thinking back doors. Hamilton wanted to give it to him on the wing. And so 2:22 remaining. If you're Coach Brockman, you want one of those 16 pass possessions followed by a great shot. And he talked about that in that timeout. We actually got to overhear him. He said he wanted great shots, not good shots from here on out. Let's see what the Cadets get here. There's that ball reversal. Well, I'd say the Wisconsin Badgers made that ball reversal so popular. Great way to get open. Simply pop up from the elbow, create space with your body. Pearson, and yes, they are going to call the foul there on Bellmont with 1:58 remaining. Only the 5th team foul on the Braves, and so before Concordia gets into the bonus, Bellmont will have to foul at least 2 more times. Here's Parnan with it, pressured by Wellman. If you're Bellmont, you want to create some turnovers and scoring opportunities. Kindig pivots, shares it. Pearson, who rises so well in the basket area. Boy, out of that timeout, Concordia's got not good shots, but great shots. As Wellman puts a little touch into the curtain as Wellman. And undermanned as Bellmont, so Speckard saw an opportunity. Boy, I think James came down awkward on his left foot. And so hobbling, he's reaching at his calf. And so we're going to have an injury timeout here as Hamilton will check back in. 1:15 remaining, an 8-point lead in Bellmont basketball with the full court to navigate. Bellmont basketball with the full court to navigate, and Wellman, who just scored a nifty lefty layup, will get a ball screen high. He shares it with Hamilton, thought about it, the defense right in his face. A blocked shot. I think Coach Fueling wanted a foul, but give Newhouse the blocked shot. And Pearson happy to take time off of the clock. Parnan doing the same, 36.7 now remaining. As James will look to check back in for Bellmont.
James coming in for Bellmont is number 12, Tyler James.
Inbounding will be Concordia on the near sideline. They get it to Newhouse. He finds Minger. He steps and finishes. There's been 3 great shots in a row and another turnover. Here's a look by Pearson. Count the bucket and 1. As that Concordia defense, boy, I have not tracked the turnovers, but I bet it is over 20. The majority of them forced. Turnovers of the fourth variety by this Cadet defense that has been pressuring every catch, hounding every dribble. And I think after that Norwell game, Coach Brockman spent 83% of his practices on defensive intensity as Pearson knocks in his 25th point of the game. Leading scorer for both teams is the senior. James lets fly. Pearson gathers that rebound, and Concordia will be content here to dribble the final 4 seconds off of the clock, and they will move to 1-1 on the season. Your final score, Concordia 55, Bellmont 42. A well-played game, but in the final 3.5 minutes, Concordia really able to pull away with some timely scoring from Speckard and Minger and Parnan. For the Braves, their first loss of the season, they fall to 2-1, and we mentioned Braves fans, they will be in action next at Whitco on December 7th, and then at Eastside. So a couple of road games for the Braves at Eastside on December 10th. Their first conference game for the Braves will be December 20th at New Haven. And give Coach Feeling credit, really challenging his group that he really is excited about. He mentioned their coachability and their trust amongst each other. But they got 5 4A teams back on their schedule, looking to really challenge his group over in Decatur. For the Cadets, again, we mentioned they'll be at Carroll to open conference play on December 13th, and then follow up that game with a Saturday contest at home versus Leo. And then they'll resume conference play against Bishop Dwenger on December 20th. That the doubleheader, girls-boys variety. Fans, we'll be right back to share a couple highlights, say a few final words about today's game after a brief word from our sponsor.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Fans, welcome back. Again, just recapping your game tonight. The final score, Concordia 55 and Bellmont 42. Want to just go to a couple of highlights here. The first one you're going to see, watch it here, as this was out of a timeout, last possession of the third quarter. Couple of flare screens for the shooter Payne, and a beautiful set there from Concordia. And that gave them a 6-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and that's really what gave the Cadets the game. Timely offensive possessions. And then we credited their defense all night long. Watch this one as they're going to feed the post. Actually, we're going to give Fielding a little bit of credit here on the dive as Ellsworth found him. A great connection there for Coach Fielding, the Ellsworth-Fielding connection. And timely shooting it was. Had a tough time against that 3-2 zone, did Concordia, but watch it this time. They find Kindig, a little baseline screen from his buddy Speckard, and knocks that one down, does the senior guard for the Cadets. And so timely offensive possessions really gave the Cadets this one. And before we zip away, fans, we want to just remind you about our sponsors. Fans, as always, Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accept orders online for pickup. Also, fans, Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services, like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Another reminder, fans, the world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Also, homeowners, give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. To our hungry fans, Big Eyed Fish has been around Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been serving consistent food since 1973. Our recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. Family owned, we pride ourselves on great quality, go to lstechoutrestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on us to provide you with a system and a solution that fits your needs. And then, as always, Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express clinic located at Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit Parkview Sports Medicine to learn more. We want to give a shout out to our video coordinators, Morgan and Mariah. I'm Andrew Wiss. It's been a pleasure to bring SAC basketball to you here on SummitCitySports.com. Stream with us again. Thanks.